Hey guys, Kyle Goethe here from GoatFilmReviews.com, and you're at the Goat Film Reviews YouTube channel. Today's topic, what I want to talk about real quick, is this possible changing of hands from Steven Spielberg to James Mangold for Indiana Jones 5. Indiana Jones 5 is still set to drop July 9th, 2021, but as we get closer to that date, it's becoming more and more uncertain if that film's actually going to come out, and if it does, it doesn't sound like we're going to have Steven Spielberg involved as director. He's still going to be on as a producer, but this will be officially the first live-action Indiana Jones film to not have Spielberg at the helm. Very interesting stuff. Spielberg, now at 73 years old, is currently working on West Side Story, which drops later on this year. But it is important to note, like, he is getting up there in age. He is trying to choose his projects wisely. There's a couple points I want to make about why he might have stepped away from Indiana Jones, and they're not exactly all horrible things. So, as I've said before, people who've regularly seen like a director stick with a franchise for a long time, let's take this to the complete opposite realm, to a director I don't think is very strong doing a franchise that's never been that strong, and this is Transformers films. Michael Bay has stayed with those Transformers films every single time he's turned out a film that not many people have liked. So when it comes down to me, if my last film in a franchise was not as well regarded as the previous ones, I would step away from it too. And as we know, people don't like Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I don't think it's an overall bad movie. I just think it's, when you compare it to what has come before, those previous three films, it just pales in comparison. I think that's important to note. If I were in the case of Spielberg, would I want to set aside a year of my life to make a film that might have that same kind of, reception? Spielberg probably puts a lot of that on himself. He doesn't have a whole lot of films that just don't perform. And again, the film Kingdom of the Crystal Skull performed very well financially. Did even well with the critics overall, but I think he could tell there was an air of disappointment about comparison-wise where this franchise was. Does he want to spend a year of his life working on a film that may have the similar reception? Probably not. He is going to be picking his projects too, though. He's got a lot of projects still on his docket. If you look at his IMDb page, which of course is not a set-in-stone science, but he's got several projects that are still kind of in pre-production, that are in kind of like rumor mill right now. He's got a lot he wants to do with his career still. He's 73 years old though, and picking Indiana Jones 5 may not be one of those like gotta have it projects. He's done his mark. And then it comes up to the question of, is Indiana Jones holier than thou? Like, does it require a Steven Spielberg at the helm? And I don't think it does. We tend to think of like, if he doesn't do it, it's going to be terrible. But again, you also have people like George Lucas gave us the original Star Wars. I don't want him making more Star Wars movies. I just don't think he's got what it takes at the moment to direct a Star Wars film. And so I was very happy to see that he sent Lucasfilm off to someone else. I just don't think he's got it there. Spielberg, again, I do think he could craft a great Indiana Jones film. But I also think like it might be a better idea to let someone else put their stamp on it. And I think James Mangold is a brilliant choice for this, if he wants to do it, which I can't imagine after having an Oscar-nominated Best Picture nominee last year that he doesn't have a choice in the matter. We also have to remember too that Mangold has done big-budget tentpole films. He crafted The Wolverine and Logan, and it's again like, you may think The Wolverine was not a strong X-Men outing, but the film is pretty strong. And it was kind of his first like dealing within a franchise universe kind of stuff. And then he comes across with Logan, which is an excellent kind of film, and a lot of people have been thinking, can he Loganize the Indiana Jones character? I don't want him to go full R with it, but can he show a grizzled, older Indiana Jones nearing the end of his time? And especially because it's been so long since the last film, we're going to be entering a new decade with Indiana Jones. It's not the 30s, the 40s, the 50s anymore. He'd probably be in the 60s, maybe even in the 70s at this point. We're actually getting closer and closer to the actual time when Raiders was made. You have to be able to give something new to that era and show this adventurer doing something unique and out of his box. So for all that reasons aside, I think Mangold is a solid choice if we don't get a Spielberg. Personally, I think either one of them could make a great film, and here's just hoping it actually happens. So I want to know your guys' thoughts. Do you think Mangold is a great choice to replace Spielberg, or do you think no one should ever do an Indiana Jones film if not for Spielberg? Comment below, let me know. If you guys like the video. If you want to subscribe for more of this content, you can do so as well. And check out all my film reviews on GoatFilmReviews.com. That's it for me, guys. We'll see you guys next time.